Well, hello there. Day's Wednesday. I'm a bit earlier today. Put it on a bit earlier because I thought, well, while I'm a bit tidy, I'd go up to the hospital for my pre-op assessment and for next week. But it'll be all right. Got to look forward to it. Things got to be done, haven't they? But while I was up there, talking to the nurse about, we're saying about, now this is only me saying this now, but with all the supermarkets bringing in, if you haven't got a mask, you can't come in shopping. I think it's an absolutely good idea. Because I asked the nurse in there, I said, well, when people can't wear the mask, which is difficult, of course it is, why don't they wear a screen? Put it, have the screen so they can still breathe properly. And I said, well, there must be doctors and nurses and porters and everybody else in the hospital. Some of them got breathing problems, but they got to wear, because of the situation, they got to wear a mask and a screen to protect themselves, but to protect the other people. And I think if people are going shopping, what is it, quarter of an hour? Go on in, do your bit of shopping with your mask. You aren't going to die. I mean, unless you've got oxygen all the time. I mean, that's different kettle of fish. But I mean, the people are just walking around and saying, well, I can't wear a mask. Put a screen on. Think of others, Anyhow, that's enough of me ranting and raving. I'm going to do a Liz Armand here today. And things ain't what they used to be. They keep telling us that we've got to move with the times. How all these modern inventions are improvements. Well, I don't entirely agree with that, and I tell you how. It was like this. A few weeks ago, my cousin Mary come in to see if I still had her granny's get double damask white tablecloth, what she used to use up for the Faith's tays. Her pride and joy it was, and Mary wanted to dress up the table nice for her little granddaughter's christening. She said she wanted to cover the table right over with granny's cloth. Then lay a square pink white third across the middle as a setting for the christening cake. I promised to look it out, and I would do it all up nice. But when I gotten out the chest of drawers, it was looking real faust. Mine, there wasn't a whem or a rackening. It was as good as when Granny used it. So I said to Alfred, when we go over to the shop, I'll get a little blue bag and a packet of Robin starch. Then I'll give 'em a good boiling. Then a rinse through with blowing water and a dip in the starch. When we went down the shop and asked for a blue bag, the maid behind the counter didn't know what I was talking about. Said they don't do blue bags no more. So I asked for a packet of Robin starch, and she said that they didn't do that no more. There was another firm that still do starch, but they didn't keep it as there was no call for 'em, because everybody went for easy care nowadays. They did have a tin of spray-on starch though, so I thought I'd better try that. When we was coming home, I had a sudden thought. What do families do nowadays with a blue bag? 'Cause children are always getting stung with bees in the summer. What do they use if they haven't got a blue bag to put on the sting? Well, said Alfred, I seem to mind that there's some special ointment they'd use. I'd believe it'd call it anti-hysterical cream. I suppose it's called that, says I, 'cause I've never known a child yet who been stung who hadn't garmed and screeched like a whitneck, so that's a very good name for 'un. I boiled up the tablecloth and it come up very well, even though I couldn't reach it in the blue end. But when I come in to iron it, that was a different kettle of fish. That there old spray starch out of the tin was some awkward to use. First of all, I got spraying all over my glasses, and then I got Alfred to spray while I ironed it, and he pushed the button so hard it went all over the iron. In the end, we gave up. The cloth didn't look so bad, and on the day when Mary laid the table with the pink cloth sideways in the middle, with pink streamers and ribbons and rosebuds, it looked real artistic. Mind you, Mary always was a bit arty. But you can't tell me that starch out of a tin is any improvement on the old starch, and we had some old job to clean up the iron afterwards. I got a little poem here now for seniors. Another year has passed, and we're all a little older. Last summer felt hotter, and when winter seems much colder. There was a time not long ago when life was quite a blast. Now I fully understand about living in the past. We used to go to weddings, football games and lunches. Now we go to funeral homes and after funeral brunches. We used to go out dining and couldn't eat our fill. Now we ask for doggy bags, come home and take a pill. We used to often travel to places near and far. Now we get sore asses from riding in the car. We used to go to nightclubs and drink a little booze. Now we stay at home at night and watch the evening news. That, my friend, is how life is, and now my tale is told. So, enjoy each day and live it up before you're damned old. Thanks very much. Now take care.